guys, and welcome back to Tangy of Life. I'm your host, Veronica. Co-host Tawana is not with us again tonight, but we have these two special guests sitting, sipping some tea with me. My sis Tasha, and then we have Victor in the middle. And we all, you know both of them by now. I mean, they're like co-hosts when Tawana's in here.
How y'all doing this evening? How y'all ladies doing?
We're doing good.
All right. Thank you for the tea this time. It's very good.
It's
yes.
real good.
I told you.
Like always.
Russian tea, guys. Get up on it. All right, guys. So tonight we're going to be talking about a subject, topic, whatever you want to call it, that many people are, talking about, having problems with: blended families. There are so many people that have been reaching out to me about blended families where they're not getting along with their stepkids. The stepkids not getting along with them. They're about to get a divorce because of the situation is like crazy. And then you have a lot of good stories as well when it comes to blended families where, it's a blended family and they're just like one big happy family. So we're going to touch up on the two letters. It really wasn't a letter, but it came to me as for help, suggestions or whatever. So the first one, I'm just going to talk about hers. Okay, so it's a lady. She's I don't know how her age or anything like that, but she's not married. It's her and her boyfriend, her fiance. So the kids do not get along with her. The kids are 20 and 18. So the way she's saying is they find everything to try to stop her and their daddy from being together. They tell lies on her. They do stuff to, she's saying they don't want their dad to be happy since he's not with their mother. Yeah. And because he's not with their mother, they're going to do anything possible so that he cannot be happy and she cannot be happy, and they can separate and it can only be the kids and him, if that makes sense. They don't want to see them.
So they all in the same house?
She didn't say. She didn't say if they was all in the same house, but 20 and 18, y'all should know better. And why wouldn't you want your parents happy? So what your mother and your father didn't,
but
make
sometimes you got to watch out because sometimes the mother could be telling the kids to do that too.
True.
Right. It's not all the kids.
But they're 20 and 18. You would think that they would know.
They're still a kid.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it all comes down to that man too. I mean, at the end of the day, don't try to sound real chauvinistic, but I'm the king of the castle. So my kids ain't gonna sit here and dictate my relationship. Right. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah. And if this is the woman that I want to be with for the rest of my life, then in theory she comes next. Mm-hmm. It's not my children. They, a lot of people have a hard time, accepting the fact that once you get married or you want to bring that second person into your life, your kids got to fall the number two. That's right. really, I think how it's supposed to be.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
But that's the biblical way, right? That's what they speak in the Bible, that the wife come first.
But they don't have second marriages in the Bible either.
They did, but we never said these people was on their second marriage. This could be on their first marriage.
They're not even married. The girl that I'm talking about. They're just dating.
I don't know. That's a hard pill. If they just dating, then
that's her fiance. But the thing is, the kids want the parents together. They want him to get back with their mom.
She could be the stepmom that's just picking just to pick. You have those stepmoms that just pick.
And that's what I asked her too. I was like, "Are you the problem? Or because you got to look at both sides. I mean, I'm hearing your side." But what are you doing for these kids to act that way?
Yeah, because sometimes you can't provoke your child.
Right.
Or provoke the other child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I go along with that. I can go along with that.
And it's a touchy subject because she can just, you don't know her actual feelings.
Right.
She could say, yeah, the kids. I've seen some women who would try to turn the father away from their own kids. And it works. And it's like the father don't have nothing to do with the kids and stuff because they be planting those seeds. But it's up to the parent who knows their child. Like, I feel like you would know what your child have done or haven't done. Like,
you think you know your child.
Like, not like no, but you'll know what they said. You can tell if it came from your child or not, to me.
Well, at 18 and 20, you shouldn't be in my relationship. Anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, y'all got your own life. If I'm not in your relationship, you don't need to be in mine. I understand I'm your daddy and all this other stuff, but I want to be happy just like y'all want to be happy. And if this woman makes me happy, then and you don't live in my house, and even if you do live in my house, there's going to be a level of respect that you're going to have for her anyway.
Right. Well, check this out. What if your child or who's outside the house seeing your significant other cheating on you?
That's different.
Yeah, that's a difference.
But
how would y'all handle that though?
Well,
would you want your child to tell you, or would you just?
I would want my child to tell me, and I would hope I would believe my child.
Exactly that part.
That's the thing. Would you accept that coming from your child?
And then the other woman turn around, they just don't like me, and all of this. What would you do then?
That's a sticky.
I would need some proof.
Like show me give me proof. You should have took pictures or something.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all was still
no. I don't. But I'm just saying, just because somebody say, if you already know there's already some static there, you just gonna believe what the other person says.
Yeah, if there's something already there between that child and your significant other, then I'm be looking like,
wow.
So you believe anything
your child tell you?
I don't believe everything that my child
You can believe little Malcolm though. I don't think he'll lie. Malcolm.
That's the reason why she called him. He got the glasses. He got the little bow tie. She told him look a little mongrel. But I don't know.
I think
that's a type, because you know sometimes step parents would do things because the other kids probably have seen them do something, and they're afraid that they will tell the other. So if I plant a seed into my husband or my wife's or girlfriend of mine, that would just, you know. So that's a touchy subject.
yeah, it is.
I'll say this as a man.
Because to me, if the kids is all of that problem, 9 out of 10 the kids is probably going telling the mom anyway. And if like my kids come and tell me, oh, I'm coming to the dad first off. Like, yo, what's going on about your household? This is what the kids is telling me, and you know, you have all of that.
Oh yeah, but
and
not
I'm
all
that
of them
mom
are like that.
As a man, I've never. I mean, we were talking about long times ago when I was out there dating. Long time ago. I don't think I can ever think of one instance that either my kids didn't get along with who I was with, or their kids didn't get along with me. It's either that we were cool or we were just cordial. That was it. Yeah. I mean, I never forced myself on anybody, and I never will. So I really think that, I don't know, because women, y'all kind of different when it comes to children. It's like y'all sometimes want to be accepted too much, but it's like, just
chill out. Let them.
The children will warm up to you.
But these are not say that some mothers push the child on their boyfriend or.
No. I'm saying is the stepmama.
The stepmom try
to play mom, and it's like, you know, not to say that's ever happened in my situation because it hasn't, but I've seen situations where, you know, I ain't gonna even call her the stepmom. I'll just say the girlfriend or try to be the mom, and it's like, you know, that child has a mother.
Yeah.
You know, and you are just one of many that's passing on through. But it's the truth, though. It's the truth.
Yes.
And a lot of women need to realize and understand that when you get into a relationship, a lot of times around here, that shit ain't forever. And y'all think that, and y'all act like it's forever, but it's really not. Mm-mm. So when y'all finally make that commitment, that's when you can start saying, okay, y'all had that conversation. Okay, we gonna, you know, bring the kids together and all this other stuff. But I think a lot of people introduce their kids too early in the relationship to start with.
Yeah.
You know, we've been messing around for a month or two.
And now you're not meeting
no.
That's too
you can't meet them. And sometimes, you know, y'all might cross paths and the kids are there. You're like, oh, well, kids, this is so and so, my friend or whatever. But
I wouldn't even introduce you like that, my friend. I just this blah blah blah.
So that's what I'm saying. I just don't get the fact that how some people just introduce their kids to the person that they're sleeping with so soon. It's crazy.
You gotta be careful with that too. There's a lot of cycles out there.
Yes, and then they'll kill your kids and things.
Yeah. So this
I'm serious.
This is
Rape your kids, kill them.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Let's back up. So for them to do that, that means I had to leave my children with them.
Oh, you don't think that happened?
I'm not doing that.
Right.
Women, of course, a man is not, but most women sometimes do that. There's a lot of
Once they feel like they're comfortable around that man.
let them babysit.
There was a story not too long ago with a girl. There was a story not too long ago where a girl came home. She left the baby, left the child with. I think the girl was like 6 or 7 years old and left with the boyfriend. Next thing you know, she in a duffel bag dead. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have to be careful because some women think, hey, I gotta go to work. He'll be good. She'll be good.
Yeah.
Take your child with you.
Right.
Exactly.
I'll leave if no.
Right.
Take your child with you.
But it's easier for you to say than like a woman. Like a woman, I don't know what we be looking for when we find a man. Like we hurry up.
False sense of security.
Yes.
That's exactly what you're looking for.
And we want that father, like the father and mother in the house and all, and just be forgetting the whole that fairy tale living,
Y'all let y'all guard down so much you don't see all the signs that you're dealing with a fool.
No.
Until it's too late.
Be dick whipped. The mouth, dude. The mouth good. All of that and be forgetting. That's what they do. It's whip. Oh.
That's what they do.
I didn't know. Is this PG-13?
No.
Oh. Sorry. Look at it.
This is the tea. We talk about any and everything.
But
Okay.
we be whooped. Whooped. And next thing you know, he's there in the house, living there, eating all the kids' cornflakes.
But you gotta be careful with that. I don't care what.
Gray sweatpants.
Yeah, walking around, drinking all the
But
Kool-Aid.
whether you whip or not, you still gotta be careful who your child is hanging around. That's the thing.
We totally off subject.
Right. Okay, moving along. So this is the next.
Totally off subject.
So the next one is my wife let her kids 8 and 7 do whatever and say whatever, indulge in adult convos, fail in school and still rewards them. Maybe me being the man and husband feel like I can't even say nothing. Discipline them. That feeling suck and it's draining. Ladies, please help. I know the kids love me though. They just raised so different. I'm kind of old school. I don't have to repeat myself literally 20 times.
Well, you know what you just said about y'all being whooped? That's exactly what he is.
What you mean by that?
Remember you said he walking around drinking all the Kool-Aid and all that stuff? That woman right there has got him and he don't really know that he's even got. He is whooped just so bad. He got a child that was 8 and what was it?
She has a child.
That was
8 and 7.
She
this
has
is a man that wrote it.
a man wrote it. So he's the child 8 and 7, and they doing all this, and he ain't got no say so. But you still married this woman, so
you're not gonna have any say so over my kids.
No, you have to have some say so. You're my husband. You have to have some say so. If that child living in the house, he have to be able to say something.
I mean, you got. I mean, to be you gonna. What I'm saying is, it's gonna be limited.
If the father is active, if their father is active in their life, then I don't
But
know.
the father doesn't live in that house. Your husband, your now husband, is living in that house. So
Walking around in his drawers.
He ain't gonna walk around.
So
I walk around in my drawers in my house.
So he have to have some kind of say so. So are you saying when you get married, your husband is not gonna have any say so in the house?
Not towards my kids.
So he can't tell them pick your toys up.
He can say that, like, but when it comes down to discipline.
Oh man, no, we ain't talking about.
He's not talking about
talking
beating.
about.
He's talking about like literally like
discipline, like That's
He's
what
saying,
he said.
telling them he shouldn't have to constantly say something over and over again.
He want to whoop them.
And
He want to whoop them and make them be quiet.
That's not what he said though.
No, that's not
Most
what he
men,
said.
I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't even on that, man.
Read it again.
He's saying that the kids can say whatever and do whatever they want, indulge in their adult conversations, fail in school, and the mom still rewards them. He's saying being a man and the husband, he feel like he can't say anything. He can't say nothing when it comes to the kids. He didn't say.
Oh.
He
Look
said
at you,
when
turned up
he
for
said
nothing.
discipline them, he's talking about. I think he's talking about as far as discipline them. No, don't do that. No, don't do this. No, you
We're
can't
We're not
go
gonna
here.
reward you.
Right.
But what person would stay in the house and won't tell a kid?
Well, what person? That's exactly what's happening.
I think
And you
he
do
wanted
have-
to do more than that. And she's like, tell him. But, okay, in the beginning of that, do he know the kids' fathers? Like, before you marry, I believe you should sit down and talk to the kid's father or whatever to get the mindset ready. You know, because a lot of things can happen. This is how you could turn, and next thing you know, the father is at the doorstep ready to, you know, beat the dad.
Yeah.
I mean, that,
So you got to talk to the dad and stuff. He got to build a relationship with them so they can all be on one accord. Because it do take a village to raise a child.
it does.
But he already said that they're married, so apparently we can assume that has already happened, or we can assume that the father's not there. But this is more than just a 90-day relationship, right?
Right.
You
I
know what
don't
I'm
know.
saying?
I mean, you can say no, but you can't put your hand on my child.
Oh no, it ain't nobody. That should
I don't think
never.
that's what he's saying.
I don't think that should ever come there.
You
But
can say no, and if they disrespect you or talk to you before you can come to me, you know, they disrespect me, then me and you go in there together. And, you know, I say,
well, if your child disrespect you, me and you ain't going in there together because we just gonna nip it in the bud right then and there.
what if I'm not there?
You ain't got to be there, or you'll come there and your child will be sitting outside.
No, you can't send my child outside. Oh, no. This is why I'm not married today. Like, really? No, you can't send my child
I'm gonna tell you
outside.
this: if and I wholeheartedly stand behind this. If my daughters disrespected, if me and my wife together, my daughters disrespected my fiance, and I came home and they was sitting outside,
Oh.
I'd
Oh.
have walked right past them, like and find out
I
okay,
wouldn't walk
when can they come back in? Because at the end of the day, your
Not
child.
when I pay bills at me.
Okay,
You
I'm
gonna
asking-
pay bills. I'm paying their way in there.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this: so what happens when your child disrespect his boss and his boss fire him? You gonna go back in there and get his job back?
No.
That's a form of discipline.
Okay. But
So your child
that's
gotta
a
learn-
that's a. I
We're
don't
not
know.
talking about beating. Let's
No,
take that out.
no. I ain't talking about. But the fact that you're gonna let them sit outside, like,
Well, we just that's
Wait,
that's
how
harsh.
that go?
That's
and then if it's raining, it
they
depends.
got a
like,
carport. I got a carport and all
I
that.
don't know.
In the store, they can sit on top of the washing machine. Oh, we just talking. Even though that's never happened, all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, your child my children are got to respect somebody.
Yeah.
They got to, and they're gonna respect somebody other than me and their mother and any blood member. So the first person you're gonna respect is the person that I'm with. The second person you're gonna respect, or vice versa, is the person that your mother's with. Because me and my children's mother are not together.
But sometimes the step parents can provoke.
They
the
can,
child.
but let's not. We ain't got to always go that far left with it all the
But
time.
why you gotta go far left with the kids? Sometimes they could be the adults
It
too.
could be, but you should know who you with though.
You just said. Sometimes you don't know who you with.
So what we gonna do about this man? What's our advice to him? I feel like I feel like his wife she need to let him discipline him, and I don't mean spanking. I mean he lives in that house. He should be able to say something to that child. He should be able to say, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that.
Oh, like set the rules like you grind.
Yeah, because that child gonna feel like he gonna run all over this man. What? How was it? 8 and 9.
8 and 7.
What, if them children know that he don't have no say so in that house is gonna be crazy when they get older.
I see from that standpoint, yeah.
First of all, bro, from the start with, let me break something down. If y'all in the you and your old lady talking, or you and your wife talking, and that child jump in that conversation and she don't say something, that's your fault. Cause it only happened one time with me. You see what I mean? But I think it's not like I'm this big disciplinary or nothing like that. Because there's some instances that, children will interrupt. Children gonna be children. You know what I'm saying? My kids, I'll be on the phone and they'll bust up in the room, they'll tell me something. I'm not saying nothing like that.
Right.
But when you're having an adult conversation, we talking about
shouldn't even be in the room.
They shouldn't be. And you're 100% right on that.
Right.
So,
But if they are in the room, what would you do? Would you let that man say something to you?
Well, you should excuse yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that conversation with them in the first place.
I'm saying if. Because you're saying you don't want your man disciplining your children. So if that was to happen, how would you handle that?
Because you know me, you know my kids. My kids not going to even be in the room, period. If they were in, I don't know, because it never. I'm trying to.
But it could happen. Let's just drop it in there. Airdrop it in there.
How would I respond to that? I just give him the eye.
But would you degrade him in front of that child?
Yeah.
No, I would never degrade him.
Okay.
But would you let him say something to him, like, son, Malcolm, we talking? How would you feel?
Now that I wouldn't worry about it, because then when he talked to little Malcolm gonna look at me anyway to see, like,
You gonna let this man talk to me like that?
Then I'll be like, go ahead and do what he said. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that. But it depends on how he says it to them.
There's a level, yeah, exactly. There's a level of that, but see, there is a level of respect. Right. You can't just say, "Oh, that's just a child." No, there has to be.
It depends. But I won't correct him right in front of.
But you'll get him after Malcolm walk off.
Yeah, in the bedroom or something. Listen, I don't know what happened or how you kind of harsh it, like turn it down about 2 notches and we'll be upright.
But what happened in that situation? How you said that? Apparently, that is not happening here.
Right.
Apparently.
Yeah.
That's just what I get from it. That hasn't happened.
He's saying that he feel like he can't say anything. The mama let him do whatever, but he can't discipline the kids.
But it's kind of weird to be in the house and not say anything to a child. Like
that's true.
It's weird.
That is weird.
What person, like, you could go to a darn daycare and the kids run, oh, don't do that, and you run it,
That's a form of discipline, though, and that's okay, right?
Yeah, but who's gonna stay in the house and let a kid do something wrong?
Maybe
he would.
You
say he would.
I think he is.
A normal person.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you this, and this is real.
This is good.
I gotta rub my knees on this one. This is real. When a woman got you, ain't nothing you can do to get out of that.
What you mean by that?
Ain't nothing you can do.
So you saying he would?
I'm thinking that she got him so bad that she told him this is what you will and won't do.
She might be the sole provider. Like, she might make more money than him.
That don't matter.
No.
That shouldn't matter.
No. Because we married, so half of yours is mine. So, I mean, if I'm making $12,000 and you making $120,000, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
I mean, so
but
why
that's still gonna shut my mouth just because you're making way more money than me.
Yeah, I don't care about no money.
He might feel some type of way.
He shouldn't feel some type of way, bro. Half of that is yours. I mean, and them her kids, so no child support.
It sounds like she's wearing a pants.
Back to what you just said.
He whoop. He is whoop. I really think he whoop. I think when he start arguing, she bring out her womanly features, and then everything is just forgot about until he get to work the next day. Be like, you know what? You a bad mother.
Right.
I want
he let it all out.
Yeah. And I really think, bro, you got some frustration. Stop letting that woman clear your mind all the time. That's exactly what she's doing.
So you
she got that mind eraser.
So you think when a man is
whoop, he'll let a lot of things go. I ain't no lie. Yes. Just like y'all let a lot of shit go. Oh, drop me off at work, babe. I know you got to fill out some job applications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have done that.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I made the car.
Yeah.
That late picking you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think about it. Look at it.
Yeah, all late. Standing there.
Where you been? Boo.
You think about that man right now? And you all right?
I gotta work on forgiveness.
Oh God!
Look, I ain't forgave.
I bet you he can. I bet you he could discipline them children, ain't it? Sit down, boy.
Right.
Woo.
I don't know because once I became a parent, it was like a lot of things
Changed. So you
What
didn't
changed?
have kids yet.
I didn't have the kids yet. Now I'm not gonna give you my car because that's the car that I need to.
He'll pick up little Malcolm and.
Yeah.
No, he ain't picking up little
Oh,
one.
you can't pick up. Bro, you can't pick up. You can't pick up.
No, you ain't picking up little Malcolm.
So the advice to this guy, I would say just have a deep conversation with your wife. Like put your feet down and mean what you say. You know,
But
like
you know-
tell her how you really feel.
He done
You
lost
feel you feel like I don't know how long they've been married. If y'all been married a good 5, 6, 7 years, oh that's too late.
He got to do something to get her attention.
But can't be because her kids.
What he
babies.
gonna do?
I don't. He got to
What?
do something to get her attention. You got to. I hate to say that, but he got to do something to get her attention.
Like yell at him one day, just
No, not like that. No,
What kind
he's
of
got.
attention?
Don't
He's,
see. There you go. No yelling.
no. He's got to do something
Yeah.
to get her attention. When I say that, like as a man, we know how to get y'all attention. We'll switch up. You know, we might go out every other week or every
Just because
2
of the
weeks.
kids?
No, what I'm saying is just do something outside of what you normally do, bro. You know, if you normally hang out with your boys every Wednesday, start hanging out with your boys every week, every day, and then she'll.
Okay,
what I'm
that's what I'm
saying,
saying.
what I'm
back
saying,
home.
you got to get her attention.
make her thinking there's someone else.
There's something else because at the,
I don't know. That's kind of.
I mean, it's all we already to this point. So I got to get your attention. If that don't work, then we can start talking about the G word. But
What?
divorce.
Dog, the kids gonna make you want to get a divorce?
Shit, I want to be.
A 7 and 8 year old.
But see, the thing about it is, I'm
A
38.
7 and 8 year old.
I'm 38. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with nobody's child. I'm not even gonna argue with my kids, but so long. I'm not.
7 and 8 year
Yes,
old.
yes, because apparently he can't say nothing to him
Right.
in his home. No matter how many bills he pays, that's still his home. So if I can't say nothing to your kids, and they running around here, and I can't have a conversation with you without your kids jumping in and not in our conversation, and then they going around here making brag grades, and I'm trying to instill some form of structure in their life, but you
How
still.
can a 7 and 8 year old make bad grades? They still drawing pictures and stuff.
That's what he's saying.
He said
They
he
still
did
doing
bad in
that.
school
So
and-
how can I not bring no structure in your life and you keep rewarding them? Okay, little Susan and Johnny, you know, you didn't bring home an S this time. Y'all brought home U's.
Right.
But Mama say, well, we gonna go to Tasty Crab and get you some king crab legs and y'all think about it.
You know they good too.
Yeah. So she rewarding them with that BS, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy.
I don't know because, like again, I can't see nobody talking to me. I don't know.
That is really
I can't answer that.
You can't see anyone disciplining your kids.
I can see.
How about if you get involved with someone who you really fall in love with, and we talking about
So the teacher
Say I'm
can't write
wrong.
your child up or sit him in the corner and with his nose in the corner. They can't do that.
I mean, they can. I got my teacher's cell phone. They call me off back. Like,
But what I'm saying is, if you
Before
won't let your
anything.
man discipline, but you let a complete stranger do it, that's kind of crazy. And we're not talking about beating now. We're not.
yeah, we just
we're
talking.
not-
I'm just saying because sometimes I know that step parents can pick with the other kids, and they can make these child look like devils, and they're not. Like,
But some of them are devils.
some of them. But then at the end of the day, they are children. They are babies. These
Yeah.
are babies.
Yeah.
They just learned the damn ABCs.
Well, some of them got
I'm not a
horns.
cursor, but they
I am.
they just learned the ABCs.
Yeah, but you know, going
You want
back
them
to
to be like
going
a
back
dad.
to their mother though. Some mothers do tell their kids, make sure you do this when you get over there. Or make
Yeah.
sure you do that. You know, be mean
So you
to
think the
her.
father? Well, one of my sons.
But it comes to that father. The father need to put his foot down.
But I'm gonna tell you this: you talking about they listen to the ABCs? My grandmother, before I went to school, I knew what a ma'am and a sir was.
Yeah.
I knew when my grandmother was having an adult conversation. I knew when to leave the room. I knew when to say something.
And that's what we was trained. That's how my kids are. When I'm talking
But
to
it's
you,
so
go.
different now.
But it's different now.
Uh,
You're not gonna sit there and listen. Matter of fact, when me and my man is talking, you're not gonna come in.
But see, apparently she's not doing that.
Right.
But see, you will be. I hope that you will be more aware of the situation. Be like, hold on, baby, for a second. Y'all leave the room.
That's me.
Or
That's
baby,
me.
let's go
Before
right here and
he
talk.
have to say,
Yeah.
I'm not, because I'm there to correct that part. He
But
shouldn't
she's
have
not.
to
But
say
she's
that.
not doing it.
Right.
So what's your advice to him?
I can't give you no advice, sir, because I don't know what to really tell you because I'm against
Discipline.
I'm not against discipline. I'm against the step parents doing the discipline.
Parents discipline.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, no matter if it's you got the dishes for an extra week or go rake the yard.
If they talk to me first, then I'll be like, okay.
So I got to talk to you about your child going to cut the grass.
Yes. Right here in the guy, yes, you have to. You have to talk to me first. It's because you got to remember that the child already has a parent. The child already has a father. Unless you're
But the father ain't there to tell him to rake the yard.
no.
The father ain't there to tell him to cut the grass.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. Your big mama ain't here, but I need for you to tell your son to pick up his damn clothes in the bedroom.
But
I can't tell him. I can't tell him because she ain't here.
I'm gonna do that part. I would do that part.
You tripping.
I disagree.
But that's
with
your
it.
house.
Yeah. I mean,
That's your house. That's your house.
I disagree with it because of the fact so much can happen just from putting the step parent in the way of discipline. Like DSS could be called. All of this
Oh
stuff.
God, why you
Just
going
because-
so? It's awesome good step parents.
I know,
Yes.
but sometimes a good step parent could be bad in somebody else's eye. It just takes that trial just to say one simple thing, and next thing you know, you in somebody's courtroom. Like for real, right hand to God. That's why I refuse all of that because I could see how things can turn so quickly.
So you're not gonna date until your kids are older, pretty much.
21, 22.
Look, we had, and it's so weird because I had a conversation with a guy yesterday about it, like about the discipline. I don't.
Well, I mean, being a mother, I would want a father figure there. And a father figure.
They
telling
have
my
the
son.
father figure already. They have their dads. But for I don't know. That part is very touchy when you're talking about step kids and all of this because I know there's two sides to every story. For one,
You gonna believe your child style, right?
the kids are that. It depends. Yeah.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up for
Yes.
today.
Yes, I will. So I can't give him. You didn't even give the lady before him advice, but I can't give him no advice on that.
The lady before with the 20 and the 18-year-old, I just feel like they're just too old. Like they shouldn't even be.
No, they shouldn't be in the house.
Right, they shouldn't even be in their relationship. You know what I'm saying? You going to your dad lying on me saying I did this, I said that, or whatever. I mean, you're 18 and 20.
The weirdest
Get
thing
your
is,
own life.
why is the dad going and telling her?
I guess he wanted to know if the lie is true or not. Did you say this or did you do this to my kids? Did
I
you?
wouldn't.
I mean, the lines. I mean, I don't
You
want.
sure? Because you just said that you.
I wouldn't
believe your
present it.
kids?
I wouldn't present it. I'm like a private
Cut you off.
private investigator. I would just sit there and just watch. And I'll be like, okay, thank you. And I wouldn't present it because sometimes when you carry it about it's caused, I just sit there and just listen. And just watch.
Tell me everything about my children. I want to know it all because I'm gonna tell you this: my mother and my baby mama will say the same thing about my children, but they don't act like that with me. They don't. My kids.
Oh, they act different around the day.
Oh yeah, of course. Cause my mother called me and was like, "With the kids outside?" I'm like, "No, they right here sit with me." Oh, it's so quiet there. I was like, "Well, what is it supposed to be like?" So I'm not saying, and my kids will tell you, I don't believe in all that spanking. That's something else. But this is what you will and won't do. And one thing I will instill in my kids is that, and they'll tell you this to this day. I'm not gonna tell you when to go to bed, but I will tell you what time you're getting up. So it's on you. It's on you to make the right choice. So I've woke up. You know, my kids, I take them to school 7 in the morning. I done got up. My son be 4 o'clock in the morning. He playing that game. I won't say a word to him. But at 6:15, guess where he at? He in that bathroom brushing his teeth. And I'm not gonna sit here and exchange too many words with him. I'm gonna come around there the first time, son, get up. I'm gonna come around there the second time. I'm gonna stand him up. It ain't like no, hey, son, let's get up and go around and I'm gonna do my thing. You gonna get up and we're gonna go to school. Now, whatever happens after that, that's on you. And that's another thing. We can't live these kids' lives, man. You got to start letting your children make mistakes themselves.
Yeah,
That's the hard part.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But just from a mother, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
And that's why you need 2 parents.
Right.
2 parents.
Yeah,
2 parents, because everybody discipline different. Because I think, like the lady said, the mama must see something in the 8 and the 7-year-old, and she's rewarding them. But the daddy or the stepdaddy see something else.
Little monsters. That's what he said. Look at the little monsters.
But together they could probably make a system that's best for them. So, bro.
Right. But he did say they good to him. I mean, they.
Yeah, they good to him.
But still, he still should be able
the
to say
kids is not
something.
the problem, it's her. Basically, that's what it's saying.
He would. Oh, boy, you would. Boy, you found something there, man.
How would you handle that situation?
Honestly, that's a touchy situation because the reason I say that is because I don't want her to stop doing what she's doing. I don't. I really wouldn't. Because if I'm whooped, I don't want you to stop doing what you're doing. But at the same time, I don't want your kids to disrespect me in a place that everybody be like, man, Vic look kind of messed up over there. So the thing with that is just, all I'm saying is, man, if you whoop, stay whoop, just hope them kids don't disrespect you in public. That's about all I can go with it. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
you said
we wish right. We wish the best to both of you all, both couples. The lady with the 18 and 20-year-old issues, and this man with the 7 and 8 or 8 and 9. I forget which one. But we wish you all the best of luck with your blended families. We know that blended families can be, tough. It can be good.
Yes.
It depends on how you make it. So we just wish the best for you all. Pray, and if you need counseling, go talk to a counselor about it, because you don't want to end up in court with a divorce. The man that wrote the letter, because the first couple, they're just boyfriend and girlfriend right now, fiance. But just try to make it work, and like Vic said, try something different. To get her attention. To get her attention and see how that goes. But thank you all so much for writing in and talking about it. And if you have something you would like for us to talk about, be sure you email us at tangytoflife@gmail.com. Go to Facebook, like us on Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you go and subscribe to our channel. Yeah, I know I have a problem with that word.
I want to see what Tawana said about this. I swear, I'm waiting to see that one.
Right. You know she's going to respond. All right, guys. So we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you all for always supporting. See you guys later. Bye. Oh, thank you all for coming. Vic, Tasha, thank you so much for sipping tea with me tonight. See you later, guys. Bye.